a sale of a home, we are going to go into the appraisal phase if you are getting a loan. So what happens is if you're our buyer, your lender is going to collect your money from you. So they're going to want the appraisal money because appraisers are paid up front, and then they're going to order it through a third-party company. That appraiser is going to reach out to the listing agent or the seller to go out to the property. So that's going to take like a week or two. So when they tell us they've ordered it, it still does not mean it's coming right away. It usually means it's a week or two out. So this is why we like to get these things done in a timely manner, because it takes longer than people realize for some of these things to happen. Especially depends on the type of loan you have. Oftentimes we see VA taking a lot longer. Okay, what happens during the appraisal? The appraiser goes out. If there's anything wrong with the home that doesn't meet the loan criteria, let's say you have an FHA and it has a broken window, they might require that that's repaired. If not, then we move forward if the home appraises for the minimum that you're purchasing the home for. Okay, if it appraises above, it doesn't matter. If it appraises below, then we need to go to the seller and we need to ask the seller to reduce their price, or you can come in with cash out of pocket to meet the difference. But the lender is not going to loan you money on anything above the appraised value. So let's say you're buying a house for $125,000 and it appraised for $100,000. You would have to come up with that difference in price if it appraised for $100,000, the $25,000, or the seller would have to come down. So that's always an option. I know it sounds funky, like who would come in with that money, but it always depends on the market. We've had sellers not do it and buyers actually bring in the money before in the hottest market. So to circle back to the beginning of the appraisal stuff, well, not the very beginning, but let's say when I told you that the FHA could have a cracked window and the appraiser might ask that it be fixed. So if the appraiser requires a repair, what happens is the seller has to fix it or the buyer has to fix it before the loan can even move forward. So if it's a loan criteria, like for FHA and VA, that's why people are a little scared of VA, because oftentimes they have a lot more requirements. It has to be fixed. So if it needed an entire new roof, somebody would have to put the new roof on it. Then the appraiser gets paid $100 to go back out to the property again and reappraise the property. So at that point, we have to see what happens. You know, when we get to crazy bumps in the road like that in a contract, and this happens during the inspection time sometimes too, we just try to come up with a happy medium, or what the buyer wants to do, or what the seller wants to do, or what everybody's comfortable with. That's our jobs. That's what we're here doing. So we're just negotiating for you and saving you money.